Okay. F of t plus h means we replace t by t plus h, right?
Yep.
Now, one thing, okay, anything wrong with that?
Nope.
Yeah, you forgot to put it in parentheses.
Yeah. T is squared. Whatever you replace t by needs to be squared, right?
Yep.
And then it needs to be multiplied by a. So you can't just, you got to be careful. If you need parentheses to make sure that the whole expression is being squared, you're going to have to put the parentheses, right? Okay? Then, okay? Does that make sense? It's pretty much what I think most people wrote down. So then that's replacing t plus h quantity squared with the expanded square of that quantity. Now I could multiply through by my b here, but I'm just choosing to apply the distributive law in the next step, okay? Because I'm going to have to apply it here in the next step. I'll leave that one. And that's totally a matter of taste. You do it either way. So I get at squared plus 2ht times a. So I'm going to write that as 2aht plus ah squared plus bt plus bh plus c. Okay? So if you missed a little of that, okay. You know, there it is. It's explained. You can go to the right video and figure that out, right? Now, how can I simplify this? Sorry?
Well, not until you have any numbers.
Well, if you have numbers, but there's things you can do here.
Really?
Okay, for example, anybody want to point out something I can do to simplify? Well, I've got a multiple of t here and I've got a multiple of t here. Well, I could combine those. Okay? So that's going to be at squared. Now, I can go, you know, I have to use commutative laws, and I haven't even done associativity here, so I'm skipping a lot of stuff, because, yeah, we need to get this done in reasonable time. But you know that I could rearrange the order of these by commutative and associative laws and all that stuff, right? So I can put the 2ht together with the bt, right? And then that's equal to ah plus b times t. You can verify that. You're just factoring out the t out of these two terms, right?
Could you also do it like t plus h? No, that would be the opposite.
Now, there are other ways you can factor, but ultimately, since this is a function of t, and you just know this from context, what we're interested in is the t variable. So we want to get this. We have a multiple of t squared and a multiple of t, and then we have the stuff that's constant. Okay, that's this, and this, and this. Those things don't depend on t, right?
Yeah.
So we could write that plus ah squared plus bt plus bh. And we could even put that in parentheses if we want to emphasize that
It's not useful.
here's a multiple of t squared, here's a multiple of t, and here's the rest of it. Okay? Fair enough? Okay, well, that should give you a pretty good understanding of what to do when you encounter function notation, okay?
Can we go use one more? Like in the packet, it does like f of x inside of f of x inside of f of x.
Well, you see, you don't have to use function notation to do that.
Really?
No, and I tell you on that problem, but that's the next thing I want to talk about, so I'm glad you asked.